Hello everyone. In this lesson we are going to talk about noun, types of noun, where do we find noun in sentences, and we are going to have examples for every details. Let's take this game. What is noun? A noun is the part of a speech that names a person, place, things, or idea. But what are types of noun? Nouns can be classified into different types, such as proper nouns and common nouns. But how can I differentiate between these two categories? Proper noun. Proper noun, it's a name specific, either people or specific places or specific things. Here I need to tell you that in proper noun they are always capitalized, like John Smith, New York City, Evil Tower. They are all capitalized. We cannot find proper noun without capital letter at the beginning of the word. But what about common noun? Common noun is named general categories, and we don't capitalize it, such as people, places, or anything. And as I said, they are not capitalized. Let us have some example. Person. Person is a common noun, and it's a category. City. It's also a category, and we don't capitalize it. Tower. Tower is a common noun, and it's a category, and we don't capitalize it. The second categories are concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Let's dive in this and know how do we differentiate between them. Concrete nouns name things that can be perceived by the sense. Like we can touch it, smell it, see it, and so on. It can be touched, such as dog, table, or tree. But abstract nouns name things that cannot be perceived by the sense, which means we cannot smell it, we cannot hear it, we cannot touch it, and so on. Examples for abstract nouns, we have love. No one can touch love. We can feel it, but we cannot touch it. Happiness. Happiness is something that we feel it, but we can touch it. Also, anger. Anger is something that, sometimes we can see someone who is angry, but we cannot see anger itself. We cannot touch the anger itself. So it's abstract noun. The third category are countable nouns and uncountable nouns, or we can say count nouns and uncountable nouns. So let us know what the difference between count nouns and uncountable nouns. Simple as that. Nouns or count nouns are nouns that can be counted. We can count it. We can say 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. We can see it like that. Examples for count nouns, we have apple. We can count apple. We can say we have 1 apple or we have 2 apples. Book. Also, book can be counted. Am I right? Pencil. Pencil is noun that can be counted, so we put it in a category of count nouns. Uncountable nouns. The second types of this category is the uncountable noun. As I said, we have countable noun and uncountable nouns. The uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Like water. No one can say that I have one water, except that if the water is inside a bottle. In this case, we can count it. But water as water, we can't count water. Air. No one can count air, so it's uncountable nouns. Also music. Nothing can be counted in music. And so on. The fourth category is we can differentiate nouns into types: singular nouns and plural nouns. It's clear and most of us hear about it, but let us talk about it a little bit. A singular noun refers to one thing, like apple, book, and pencil. And plural noun refers to more than one thing. But here I need to remind you by that to make a singular noun plural, you usually add an s or es. In another video, I'm going to explain when do we add s to nouns and when do we add es to the plural noun. Then the noun can be either proper nouns or common nouns, right? Or it can be either a concrete nouns or abstract nouns. Or number 3, it could be count nouns or uncountable nouns. And the last categories are nouns can be either singular nouns or plural nouns. But is there any other types of noun? Yes, we have. Nouns can play different roles in a sentence. And here we can differentiate them into subject, object, direct object, indirect object, an object of a preposition, or appositive. Most of you will hear about appositive noun new this time. I'm going to mention every one of it into details, so follow me. First, subject. What is subject of a sentence? The subject of a sentence is a person, place, thing or idea that the sentence is about. Example for that: the dog chased the cat. The dog is the subject of the sentence. The second type is object. What is object of the sentence? The object of a sentence is the person, place, thing or idea that is affected by the action of the verb. And we have also the third type, the direct object. What is the direct object of a sentence, and what's the difference between the direct object and the indirect object? The direct object is the person, place, thing or idea that receives the action of the verb directly. So, example for that: I gave the cat a treat. I gave the cat a treat. The cat is the direct object of the sentence. The indirect object of the sentence is the person, place, thing or idea that receives the action of the verb indirectly. Example for that, I gave the treat to the cat. The cat is the indirect object of the sentence. You got the point? So the fourth one is the object of a preposition of a sentence. The object of a preposition is the noun or pronoun that follows a preposition, such as the cat is sitting on the table. Here, the table is the object of the preposition on. Okay, what is appositive of a sentence? The appositive is a noun or a pronoun that renames or describes another noun or a pronoun. For example, the cat, a furry creature, is my best friend. The cat, a furry creature, is my best friend. The cat here is the appositive of the noun creature. You got the point? The cat is the appositive of the noun creature. Here we know every single details about nouns. So follow my next videos to know more about part of speech.